Me get the stream started. So now we are going on YouTube. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to another Bullish Bears live stream. Today we are looking at gold. So what I saw in gold this morning, guys, is the same thing that I saw yesterday. And yesterday I saw we created this 6-hour demand zone, right? So we had a basing candle. I'll show you guys without the drawings. So look, we have a basing candle at some major lows. So at some point, this was a full-blown candle. This was a full body. People were selling down here. What happened? We ended up reversing. We have our push higher and continuation. So because of this price action, today, when we were trading and we were looking at our pre-market session, gold was only about here. So because it was on this candle, we already created the basing candle, we pulled back already, so I'm looking for similar price action, right? I'm looking for that trend, like I call it, that trend in the market. I'm looking for the repetitiveness. And what happened, we grabbed some longs over here. I'll show you guys my entry. So now that I saw on the higher time frame the trend and what I was looking to trade, I could now say, okay, well now I could go on the lower time frame and look for my entries. So after doing all my time frame analysis, I end up back on the 15-minute time frame. And the first thing I notice is every time we create some type of order block, we end up coming back to it and pushing higher. We created our first one down here. Now the drawings are back on. This was our first entry. It was great. My TP was supply up here, but I ended up taking profit. First one, I think they both ended up exiting over here. I'll show you guys my entries exits in just a minute. So look, we created this 15-minute order block, right? So we have our basing, we have our push higher, we come back, we test it, we push higher, we break this, so we're starting to see a little bit of a break of structure over here. Smaller time frame break of structure, right? This would have been possibly a 5-minute break of structure. What happens? We pull back into this order block again. Now we create a new order block, right? Now we were basing, we pushed higher, we retested it again. Okay, great. Now I'm seeing it 2, 3, 4 times on this move higher. Again, I see another one. We push higher, we retest it, we go again. So now at this point, the market's opening. I'm sorry, the market's not even opening. We were on this candle. We were on this 15-minute candle right here. So I'm going to go to the 5. I'm going to show you what I was looking at. So this was my entry, and this is why I got in where I got in. So we came back and we tested this order block. I did not have my order ready to be instantly executed there. So I ended up on the 5-minute, and I saw we had a really nice order block type candle, right? So it's a basing candle. We have a rejection candle pushing higher. So I end up taking my first contract right there. I'll show you guys. Let's see, give me 1 second. Yeah, we're good. So I got my first contract right down here. 26.99.50, right? So I saw the rejection, I saw the reaction, I'm seeing all of these higher lows, I'm seeing all these higher highs, and I see on the 6-hour, we're looking pretty good. So I get in my first contract here. Once I see we start pushing higher with very little chance of a pullback, because I am looking for a strong move, I added, right? So I added another contract right here, and I was able to keep my stop loss tight on that. I was then able to get out of that first contract, 27.05, so it's about 6 points on gold. And then the other contracts, like I said, I did essentially want to target this 4-hour supply, and that target might still be in play. But we got weak around this green level, which was the level we reacted to a couple of times the past few days. So I ended up stopping out of that last contract, sort of down the same area I got out of that first one. So it was a pretty clean trade overall, almost 4 to 1. Could have used this key level as a take profit, to make it more of a 4.5 to 1. But essentially I did want that 4-hour demand zone. We were getting good momentum coming out of it, right? And I did end up, as you see here, right, I got out. Then I noticed we had a 5-minute imbalance. And when I came into the 1-minute, we were also double tapping a 1-minute imbalance. So I got back in right here. and we got a quick move, impulse move, and got out right there. So 3 for 3 on gold. I ended up, I don't know what happened here, 27.11.50, 27.11.60. I don't know. I don't know. I think I hit the button. I heard it get filled, and I was like, yo, what was that? And then I got right out. That was all on our pre-market prep, though. What was that? That was clean. Very clean on gold.
Morning, guys.
Hey, good morning, good morning. Still looking for gold to continue. What's that, Ricardo?
So you're trading gold only today?
Yeah, I'll probably look to see how ES and NQ are doing as well. Market opens in 50 seconds, so obviously I'm going to keep an eye on them. And we'll keep an eye and see how we react to, previous day highs and stuff. Well, not previous day high, because again, we're at all-time highs. We're sort of range-bound at the moment. We'll keep an eye on previous day high. Previous day high, previous day high, previous day high. Previous day low, we don't have to, I don't want to say not worry about. We'll mark it real quick. But just to have an idea. I'm still swinging those Microsoft calls. Probably gonna keep swinging them. It's next week's expiration. Hey, good morning, John. What's going on? YouTube guys, don't forget, hit that like button. I do appreciate it.
Is that for that Benzinga content?
What was that?
The Microsoft calls is for the Benzinga contest?
Oh, yeah. 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 Those are the Benzinga contest ones. So I trimmed 50% right here. I got in at 410. Got out around 422. Holding. I want to try to target 430. What's going on, Jack? Good morning, Jack. Alright, let's zoom everything back in real quick. Love TradingView, the smoothness of it. How everything syncs up. Keeping an eye on the weighted index. Weighted index is near that previous day high too. Everything's just always bullish. Until we see a real reversal, guys. Always bullish. As you see too, I moved crude oil. So crude oil was already here. I moved gold to the chart to the right of it. That way we could sort of shrink these bottom two and get a better idea of gold and crude. Because again, look how easy, I don't want to say easy because trading isn't easy per se, but we can definitely keep it simple. But look at the ranges we have, right? Sort of a sell at the highs, buy at the lows. If we even had just a basic fair value got marked out here on the 5, we could see that. Even if we had then our turtle soups, right? So we watch for liquidity sweeps. Every time we swept a low, we ended up getting a pullback. Whether it was a full-blown pullback or it was a minor reversal, we didn't see. But again, it was a range-bound market, a bit cleaner and easier to trade than something like ES and NQ that are barely even making demand zones on this run-up, right? So very difficult price action to trade. Really just got to be patient, At some point the market will slow down, but can't be trying to short it saying it'll slow down, it'll slow down. That's not how we trade. We just got to trade with it. And if you can't trade with the flow of this type of market, which, don't get me wrong, guys, this isn't my cup of tea either, right? These weird moves where it's just like continuously going, that's great. And you know what? I bet there's tons of traders that make good money off this. And I'm sure if I structured my trade plan enough, I can as well. But without having any historical levels to go off of, like even just previous day high is so useful, I could look to see how we react to this previous day high, and we could go off of imbalances higher too. But without historical supply zones, historical key levels, it's very difficult. All we have to go off of is key psychological levels, right? So that's sort of what we're keeping an eye on. Crazy to see NASDAQ at all-time highs. Techs are really doing fantastic. Thank you, Trump.
Yeah, these all-time highs are crazy.
Yeah, man. 100,000%, dude. And it's like, look at the buying pressure here on ES. It's so strong. it's just going to keep, it looks like it just wants to keep running. And then a seller will try to step in, and the buyer doesn't give a crap, and it just is even stronger. It's some crazy price action. What a time to be a trader, really. The momentum we see. It's great, and it's for you new traders, it's experience, because we don't get elections every year. We get elections every 4 years. The United States elections, for everybody who's not in the US here. So as you see, the volatility that comes from some type of huge news event, the huge news being Trump's going to be our next president, the market, these big corporations, everybody, right? Tell me, you can't even tell me I'm wrong, that everybody or most people, if they're not upset about the Trump situation, which I understand too, because, yes, he's a very angry person, definitely encourages a lot of hate. But he's a businessman. He treats things like a business. And as we saw with the economy under him last time, it did flourish. And a lot of small business owners did well. A lot of everybody did well. So, financially. So it's really a matter of everybody now coming together going, oh my God, Trump's coming back. We're going up. We're going up. And that momentum going and going and going. When will it stop? Nobody knows. Ride the momentum until it doesn't show. But that's my thought process on it. A lot of people, a lot of business people I know are thrilled. They're like, "Oh my God, Trump's back. Last time, blah 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 blah." Fantastic. I'm so happy to hear that, because that's great for the American economy. That means this bull run might not be bullshit. Pardon my language. There shouldn't be kids on here anyways. You have to be 18 and older to trade. Definitely considering a long on gold again over here. I'm probably not going to. But I mean, that 6 hour, guys. Remember, the 6 hours is what I was going off of. 6 hour doesn't close for 2.5 hours. That's could potentially be 2.5 hours of a rally. But I'm gonna be patient. I don't want to take that. I'm done. I'm practically done for the day. You guys saw my entries and exits on gold. That was very clean. I mean, don't get me wrong, gold definitely looks pretty clean here, and the stop loss would be really tight. I don't know. I'm gonna stay out of it. I had two clean trades. I don't want to give profit back. Don't get me wrong, though, it still looks good. I was playing with Bookmap, and I'm thinking. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. I'm thinking, so as you guys see, something looks a little different, right? What looks different? Well, I have the bid and the ask line off. Let me show you ES, which has it on. So you see this line back here? This just shows where price is, where bid and ask are relative to each other. This gives me zero information that I actually use within trades. So I wanted to see, maybe, can I clean up my chart? How would it look without it? It looks a little funny at first, but we have to understand with Bookmap, the purpose of Bookmap is for the volume analysis, not for the price analysis. We don't want to really know what level we're at right now per se. We do because we're using our charts and we're trading with our charts and levels, but we want to know where's that volume coming in. So I use my footprint chart along with the bubbles. I'm trying to sort of play with it like that. Let's see if I can put this up a little bit. Oh no, the other way. $40 and $40. That changed almost nothing. That's okay. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Hope you're all doing well. YouTube guys, don't forget, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I appreciate you all for tuning in. I want to see something. I'm going to mess with my microphone for a split second. You tell me if it sounds better, worse, same, or if you can't hear me. All right, let me know. How does that sound? Does that sound the same, better, worse? Discord, what do you guys think? Same, better, or worse?
Same.
Same? Okay, good. GC1 not coming up. Try to if you're on DD, if you're on Thinkorswim, look up GC without the one exclamation. Just look up GC or look up the /GC. Thinkorswim is usually / and then the futures. So we're just chilling now. We're being patient. We're at the recent all-time high on NASDAQ. This is also where that supply zone, which is broken, was hit. Staying patient. I'm not really seeing any setups on anything at the moment. Remember, everything's very strong. Markets are very strong. A lot of volume going on in the market. Don't forget, guys, check out the website tradingpioneers.net. That is my coaching website. Put in there an email subscription link. I'm trying to automate it, but when you sign up, I will send you a free trading PDF. Sort of just gives you a bit of a rundown, like ICT concepts, supply and demand concepts, sort of like the lingo, so you could sort of get an understanding of what I'm saying and talking about. So check that out. It's tradingpioneers.net. You could also sign up for coaching, sign up for a mentorship program, whatever you're looking to sign up for. For those of you on YouTube, you could sign up for my morning briefings there. However, if you're a Bullish Bears member, you get my morning briefings for free, or pre-market prep, whatever you guys want to call it. And I am starting the weekly accountability sessions if anybody's interested. Now they are available for booking on the website as well. That's pretty cool. Big shout out, like I said on Twitch yesterday. AMP Digital Agency, the best to ever do it. Made a fantastic website. See if I can pull it up real quick. Real quick. Gotta advertise myself. That'd be funny if it didn't come up. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. What a guy. This is the sign up, the newsletter sign up. If you sign up here, you will end up on the subscription. Mike got way worse. Oh, man. All right. I'll take care of that. Did it get worse, like, lower? Because what I did is I turned the gain down. Because I realized
I don't hear anything. I hear it's fine.
Yeah, you hear it fine? All right. That might be... I gotta figure it out. Softer got softer. You know what it is? It's because I'm Ricardo, it's because I'm streaming to OBS to like YouTube. So I have to just like adjust the OBS settings a little bit. That should be a bit better. That should be good. All right. Let's see. Crude, gold, anything. Gold starting to fold. Something I'd maybe be interested in is, like I said, we've been coming back to all these types of order blocks. Do we want to perhaps do the same thing? So what I'll look for is for the formation of another basing candle. So if we touch this zone, if we sell off and we touch this zone, that doesn't mean enter right away. When we get a rejection like this, that's when we look for our entry. Video library. You guys check out a whole bunch of video content for you guys. It's the Bullish Bears content. The videos I've made, price action, smart money concepts, book map, trading view, everything. Everything. And of course the coaching. Sort of the purpose of it. So ES and Q are chopping around right now. And we see it's chopping around because right now we're looking at the 15-minute time frame and we see the ranges we're within, right? Now, on NASDAQ, we had this range and then we broke below it. So the question is, do we want to continue. Is there any area that could have potentially provided us an entry? On the NASDAQ. Just remember, all hindsight is always 2020. That looks pretty solid though, plus the 3 rejections we got. Maybe if I was looking at it, I would have taken this, but that's okay. Target on this would be new low. So, we could potentially look for a scalp over here. We could look for something. I think the NASDAQ's got it in it. Yeah, it was pretty clean. That would have been clean. Especially because it's in the range. Now, guys, the best trades you can take, remember, because the market's ranging 80% of the time, the best trades you can take are going to be the ones that you take that are still range bound. And when I say that, I mean I'm targeting the range. I'm still within this range. If I'm entering up here, I'm not entering at an all-time high. I'm entering sort of while we're within this range, while we're retesting this old range. That was a really clean setup. This 15-minute range here, the break below, the 5-minute and 15-minute fair value gap forming in there, and then the 78% optimal trade entry too. That's so nice. Definitely a little disappointed I missed that. Definitely disappointed I had you guys miss that. See, that makes me feel like I failed you guys. No, I'm just kidding. But, yo, gold. Gold's dropping like it's hot. Look at that NASDAQ just letting it rip. And look, it's only an 8-point stop. It would have only been okay, 70-point move is pretty clean. That's alright, it happens. It happens. It's not like we took a trade and it was a loss. We took gold earlier in our pre-market briefing, pre-market prep, whatever you want to call it. And that was a really nice long position. Where was my gold longs? Right, it was 50. Right, yeah. That was the gold long I took this morning. I'm gonna show you guys for anybody who's just loading in now. This is what I saw in gold. This is the 15-minute time frame right here. This is the 5-minute time frame right here. I saw that on the 15 we kept coming off of these order blocks. I also saw on the 6-hour yesterday we created a basing, had to move higher, and then we had a really strong continuation for the day really. So I saw that we created a basing candle here, and I was expecting the same type of price action. So because we had now the lower time frame is holding these order blocks, I wanted to see if we can continue that trend, and that ended up giving me a really nice trade on gold. First entry was here at the low, second add, got out up there, got out over there, blah, 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 blah. I guess where was my exit? My exit was more over here. I like being transparent. I'd still be bullish on gold here. I would just wait for a reversal, though. I wouldn't be trying to catch this. Alright, is it 11 yet? Oh, no, it's 9:45. Oh, about the coaching too. I almost forgot to mention, and that would suck if I forgot to mention, but if you do want to sign up for the mentorship program, if you use the discount code Bullishbrs, you get $500 off. So that's a pretty fat sale for you guys if you want to check that out. Discount code Bullishbrs. It is a 8-week mentorship program. You get access to the accountability sessions on the weekends. You get access to the morning briefings every morning, 8:30 to 9. And you get 2 1-hour coaching sessions every week. You schedule them yourself whenever you want to schedule them. You could even do 3 a week, but you would just finish the course a little sooner. I have an intermediate and a slightly more advanced program. So I have two outlines for you guys too. So pretty clean. Check that out, tradingpioneers.net. Use discount code Bullishbrs to save 500. So it's 2,500 to the mentorship. Save 500 brings it to 2,000. Not bad for a program. All right, let's see. So again, gold, I'd probably wait. Like I said, I wanted to see the 5-minute create another type of basing candle. Now that we wicked this low right here, if we could create that basing candle on here, I don't know. I might want to be a little patient on the 15 and see if the 15 could give me another basing. Because look at the momentum we just had. However, gotta remember, I was looking for that 6 hour to continue, but we do still have like 2.5 hours on that. This would have been a pretty clean trade. It wouldn't have hit take profit though, right? So we have to remember, this would have been a short trade and that would have been great. Hindsight being 2020, but let's use that hindsight now so we learn something going forward, right? The hindsight of this trade would have been, yes, it's a good short position in the sense we came out of this range. We have the optimal trade entry. We have a 15-minute and a 5-minute fair value gap overlapping. But to target a new low is a little risky because we're continuously making higher lows. So because of that, we would have been better off maybe targeting the bottom of a fair value gap, because a lot of times the bottom of a fair value gap will work as an area of liquidity because people are getting in long at the top, putting their stops at the bottom. So if we took that trade, even that would have been a good setup, almost a 4-to-1 risk to reward. We would have been protecting ourselves, and again, the rejection was very clean and very quick. I do like that rejection on gold. If anything, I would be patient and see if we could get some type of close back above this 2,700 level. And if we could get a close back above that, you could probably look to take longs. I'd really like to see that 4-hour supply zone be tested, especially because we had that 6-hour demand zone forming. So I'm just going to keep a long bias on gold. I just don't want to be trying to go long down here after we just pulled back so strong. Throw our optimal trade entry up here. Get an idea of where that 61.78% are. Look at that. It did line up right in that 61.78. So this trade on gold does look good, like it does want to play out. But again, I'm probably going to be staying out. I hit my personal risk quota, right? I had those 2 great trades on gold. I am above my daily goal. Done for the day. Got to follow all rules, good and bad rules. I'm still in those swing trades on Microsoft. Oh, you know what I wanted? I wanted to... Oh, too late. Damn. I was gonna say I wanted to day trade Tesla today for Friday 0 days. I wanted to grab calls because I knew it was gonna have momentum. Oh, dude, that would have been like a $5-6 move with calls on 0 day on Tesla. That thing would have flew. Damn. Alright, that's alright. Still looking at gold. There's that gold, guys. I'm telling you. I like it. I'm just personally not going to take it. Do what you want to do with that information. Risk what you're willing to lose on any and every given trade. And I did say I would probably wait to see if we could close above that level. So I'd probably wait to see if we could close above it first. Because as much as the 6-hour looks bullish, right? Well, let's check our other time frames. The 1 hour's pulling back, but remember, we're creating all these higher lows. How's the 45 look? The 30-minute, 15-minute? Well, we didn't really create any new supply zones on this pullback. So I do still sort of have that confidence in longs. And what we can do is we could keep a white level at the open of this candle, so we sort of have an idea of where we want the market to be pushing above. Look at that, white level's right there above that fair value gap too, so I'm just staying real patient right now, guys. Gold looks good. I might not take it though.
Kev, I got a quick question.
Yeah.
You know the Apex funded account?
Yeah.
And connecting your Tradeovate to TradingView.
Yep.
Is there TradingView like option in there? Because I can't seem to connect it to my TradingView.
What, Tradeovate?
Tradeovate, yeah, I chose a Tradeovate.
So what you'll do is when you're on trade, you click Tradeovate down here and you go to sign
Mhm.
in. Are you getting up to that point?
Yeah. So I've done
Okay.
all the steps, the add-ons and all that, activated the free whatever. I don't know
Yeah.
what it was. I just followed all the steps. I get to that spot there and I sign in through my Apex credentials, and it still doesn't let me in.
What's it say? Does it say like password incorrect or something or?
Correct. User or password incorrect. But I'm like, I'm copy and pasting everything.
Make sure, you know what? Make sure you're not using. So there's two Apex passwords. There's the Apex password you use to log into your account, like your Apex account, and then they give you a password. So make sure you're using that password and that username. So that password and username will be on your Apex account. It'll be
Where
like,
in the dashboard?
yeah, it'll be like the Apex underscore 1234 or something like that. And then the password will be like a bunch of mixture, like capital this, lowercase this, capital this, number that, capital this, like a whole big random
Uh,
thing.
okay, I'll look out for that. Thank you.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, that's the login for Trade08. And what's it called? Yeah, and for Trade08. Alright, guys, don't forget YouTube, hit that like button. Marziti reminding us news in 5 minutes. We'll keep an eye out for that.
Can you still trade news on Apex or no? Are they letting you now?
No, they'd rather you didn't. But if it's like a prop account, if it's like a eval account, they're not that hard on the rules on evals.
Once you get it funded, that's when the rules kick in.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
They only care if you're asking for money. Same scenario here, Clove. Okay, Clove, I hope that you have I hope you figure the issue out, but I hope it's the same issue. Does that make sense what I said before though about checking the dashboard for that? Okay, I'm telling you guys, gold looks good on longs. I'm not taking it though. I hit my quota. Done for the day. Follow your rules. It's something I like to teach in my program. All right, I'll
Good
stop.
discipline.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. All right, good. No problem, absolutely. And make sure that you do what's it called? You allow it access to add-ons. That's it. Go into Trade08 and do the add-ons. I know Ricardo, you said you did that already. I don't know if Clove did that yet.
Yeah, they have like a little PDF file that you open up when you get your email, and it basically gives you step by step on
Oh,
how
that's
to do
cool.
it. Yeah, it's pretty simple until you get to the last part and like me.
It's pretty simple till it's not, and then it's like, what the? Nah, you'll figure it out. You got it. And don't forget, guys, too. If any, I know obviously new people in the YouTube about the mentorship program I was talking about before. TradingPioneers.net. Use discount code Bullishbrs to save $500 off that. Morning briefings are free for Bullish Bears members. Remember that too. So definitely come join our community at bullishbrs.com. Got good stuff over here, guys. Great freaking stuff. I'm telling you. I'd get some music going, but then YouTube would tell me to knock it off. YouTube guys, don't forget, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, go live Monday and Friday for you guys. Let's take a look at gold. Now, gold, remember, I did say I'd want to be a bit more patient for the 15. The 15 closes in 1 minute and 45 seconds. Take a look at NASDAQ with Bookmap. Really not much going on. Oh, duh, we got news in 2 minutes. So you see, we got news in 2 minutes, so they sort of pull a lot of the orders off of the book. Look at even ES. Oh, ES ain't too bad right now. ES, they kept the orders on ES. Let's see, while we get closer to 10 o'clock. What news do we have? Michigan consumer sentiment. Okay, everybody get the hell out of your positions. Run, duck and cover. Yeah, I'm telling you though, this gold right here, if it gives you a basing, stop loss at the lows, target that supply zone. That's nice. But we got news. Stay out of it. Guys, how are you guys doing today? While we wait for news to hit, YouTube, drop in the comments, how are you guys doing today? Discord, drop in the main chat, not the live stream chat. Drop in the main chat. How are you guys doing today? How did you guys do this week? I'll show you guys. Look, you see how we're starting to pull those orders off the book on ES because they're anticipating news. But guys, let me know in the main chat, how did you guys do this week? Any trades? Did you guys start any eval accounts? YouTube, you guys too, let me know. Because we are going to be pretty bored for the next, oh no, 5 seconds. Watch, ready? Watch what Bookmap does. It's crazy. That's crazy. ES above 6,000. What is this? What in the world is this? I don't think we'll get, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to get that crazy of a move. We usually get it right out the gate. All we really got was good volume.
I think we're done.
What's that?
I think the move's done.
Yeah. All right, guys, did you enjoy that 2-point move? Nah, it's going to continue higher, I think. They probably announced something that's even more bullish to keep the Trump rally rallying. Well, it sounds like it's America season for the next 4 years, ladies and gentlemen. No, I'm just kidding. It's not going to be like that, I promise. Maybe. I don't know. I just wanted to affect the economy positively. That's what I want. Right? I want everybody to do well. I want people, middle class people, lower class people to be okay. I want upper class people, I don't know, stay where they are. Get those extra tax cuts, some shit, whatever Trump wants to do for them. Let them get away with crimes by, you know, just like, wait, what was that? What's that called again? Pardon. When he pardons like 200 people before the end of his presidency last time. I got a family member, distant family member, not naming names. That was one of those people's crazy. Not close to him, obviously, but like distant, but nuts. I don't understand, man. But that's life. There we go. I like this Microsoft. I'd love Microsoft to keep going higher. Got to put that previous day high up on there on Microsoft. Still in those calls on that Benzinga contest, but that contest ends in like a week. I think I'm only in 30 contracts left. I wanted to target 430, 432 on Microsoft. What you gonna do when they come for you? Gold. That's tough on gold, guys. Definitely tough. I'd wait. It's funny, I said I wanted to close above this zone. We didn't close above it, and we failed so far. So I would still probably wait for a close above. It looks good. It's holding this area right here. This is the 15-minute imbalance now. We wicked it, trying to hold. So, you know, if you wanted to try longs there, stop loss, like, maybe at the 61%. But I'm not taking that. I'm done. Trade with Think Markets. What is this? Is that just another broker? In addition to browser and desktop trading integrations or broker part. Okay, yeah, it is a broker. Alright guys, let me know if you want to go over anything, if you guys want to cover any specific futures or equities. Right now we are a bit range bound. We're at previous day high on ES. We're above previous day high on ES. We're not above previous day high on the NASDAQ. So still range bound and expect that range bound to continue. That's why I'm keeping more of an eye on gold. Gold has a bit more momentum and strength in it. Here's crude is hitting that previous day low, which is also sell side liquidity. But we have this 1 hour demand zone I wanted to see us come into. So with something like crude, I might wait for the 15 and see how we close. So I'm going to add my alert here on crude and see how that plays out. Good morning. What version of Bookmap do you have? I have the Global Plus on Bookmap. And rhythmic data, so that's how I have those icebergs. A lot of selling pressure right there on ESNQ. There's that divergence I was talking about. Look at that, it even tested our fair value gap entry from before. Absolutely. If you use discount code Bullishbrs on Bookmap, you save, I think it's like 20% off your first month. So it's a pretty solid discount to get started with Bookmap. And use discount Bullishbrs on Apex, you get 71% off minimum. So those 50K accounts are minimum only $35. So that's pretty cool. Is that minimum or maximum? Maximum $35, because that coupon's always running. Minimum, duh. I'm tired and hungry now. Now I'm, you know, it's funny, I'm starting my day a little sooner now for that pre-market prep from 8:30 to 9. So now I'm sort of starting to trade at that point too, if the market's giving me a good setup like gold this morning. So now I feel like it's 11, it's only 10. God, you guys see what you're doing to me? You're making me get up earlier. No, I'm playing. I would do pre-market prep 9 to 9:30, but that's cutting it way too close for comfort on the market open. I wouldn't get gold till I saw a close above that zone. Then I would take gold along with the stop loss at that zone close. But right now, it's still just selling off. Natural gas, just chopping around. The dollar's popping higher, which is usually bearish on things like gold and crude. Would like to see if NASDAQ could hit that take profit. That would be interesting, because that would make that 8 to 1 work out. Did not get in this trade. Ooh, yeah. Nice. Wow, look at that, NASDAQ. That's crazy. It's crazy it gave us a retest of that zone. So it was like telling us, hey, I got you. We were I was like, nah, it's okay. I'm good, thank you. That probably right there would have been our new TP though. This new low right here. I wouldn't play it. I wouldn't target these lows anymore. Especially because the range are bound. Especially because ES is stronger and trying to find support. So we're done with that. That range trade is done. Let's see. Didn't you know? I've been on an Erykah Badu spree lately. I don't know, music-wise, what you guys are into. Let me know in the comments. If you don't give a shit, don't let me know in the comments. I just try to keep things going, keep things flowing, keep things rolling. Let's see. How are you guys doing today? You guys take any trades today? It's definitely been very choppy. Habibi, Victoria, Jason, Exhausted Trader. Have you guys taken any trades today?
I broke even.
You broke even today, Ricardo?
Yeah, on my Apex account, broke even.
Okay. Oh, you're back to break even? Like you brought it back?
Yeah, I brought it back. I lost profits, then I went down, and I'm back.
All right, good man, good coming back, good keeping your cool and coming back, dude. Because a lot of times, got to get rid of the mindset of, oh, I'm negative on my prop firm. I'm just gonna full port it now. I'll just reset it, because then you just start wasting money at that point. So that's great mindset on that, dude. Oh, baby, in a Coinbase call contract. I hope you've been swinging those. I know Coinbase has been going bananas. A buddy of mine was in some swings on those too, I think. And he was like, I love it when Trump makes me rich. Yeah, he's been in coin for like a month or two now, so he's just liking that. That's crazy. Of course, because you guys got to remember when we're looking at something, some type of market's moving, and we see that, um, what's it called? Bitcoin, all these Ethereum. I don't know if Ethereum is at all time highs, but Bitcoin being at all time highs, that's going to make a stock
Ethereum,
like Coinbase. Is
Ethereum
Ethereum?
is also
Yeah,
at
that's
all
pretty
time.
dope. Oh, you were no. Oh, you were short. Oh, you shorted the contract. Oh man, yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Gotta be careful. Where's coins? Let's put Meta back up there. Yeah, me personally, I'm a huge fan of taking swing positions on equities like Meta, Microsoft, Tesla, Nvidia, things like that have momentum behind them while the markets are rallying, right? So if we're rallying overnight on ES, NQ, and we're getting these huge moves, but we're not really catching these huge moves because 90% of it is happening overnight, then we chop during the day. I'm going to notice that and I'm going to recognize that and say, okay, well, something is going to move this market. What is it? Okay, well, equities usually have a big move when it comes to ES and NQ. So I go to the daily on those and I could see, okay, well, what's going on? Well, I saw Microsoft down here was at the bottom of its daily range. It swept this low at 408.17 and it was holding this demand zone at 407. So I ended up getting in some swing contracts on Microsoft here and I wanted to target. I did have a key level over here. I don't know where that. Oh, you know what? We're on the daily, so it's not going to show. But I wanted to target that key level instead of the gap fill because a lot of times traders will target that gap fill and we'll see the market reverse right before it, right? Because a lot of people are anticipating it. So I'm looking for that key level at 430. I got in Microsoft at 410, trimmed 50% of my contracts at 422. Let's see. I tried ES short at 945 off yesterday's highs. Stop loss was $100. Let's take a look. $945. Okay, I see. I see. Gotta be careful with Okay, $100 isn't that bad of a stop loss on ES, especially because it's because $100 is about 2 points. So that's a tight stop loss, definitely a little tight, but it's doable, especially on ES, like I said. So I would just be careful, recognize the trend being more bullish for the time being. The past few days have just been ridiculously strong, historically strong, really, some of the strongest days we've seen in a while. Exactly. But definitely, it's good to also recognize which one is weaker, ES versus the NASDAQ. Well, we see there's bearish divergence, right? The ES was making these highs, even these highs over here, while the NASDAQ was nowhere near these highs, right? NASDAQ was failing those highs multiple times. So we had bearish divergence, so we would look for shorts on the NASDAQ at that point. Yes, fake out so far until we touch the new highs again. For sure, for sure. Past eval yesterday, paper trading, studying today. Nice! Yo, good job, club. Great job, great job. Make sure you're sizing appropriately because now that you're passing the eval, now that you're on the funded phase, remember they're going to be more strict on those rules. You could only risk 30%, you could only profit 30%. So when it comes to profits on a 50K account, I believe the max you can make on one day, I think it's 900, 800, because that 30% is included in your full TP, your full profit goal, I should say. So if you're on a 50K account, you get funded with the 3K target. You're you're on a funded account, 50K. You no longer have a 3K target. Now your target is 2,600. Anything above 2,600 is take home money, pocket money. So you get your account above 2,600 because your trail stop gets hard stopped at 50,100. So basically, because it stopped at 50,100, if you brought your account to 55,100, instead of having a 2,500 trail stop, you'd have a $5,000 cushion. So now your cushion is much bigger, and it's still not trailing anymore because it's stuck at 50,100. So now you have a bigger account, and you're able to then size and have a bit of a heavier risk. And the more you have profit on your account, the higher your daily profit can be. So that's why I really like Apex, and why I always recommend Apex to beginners, because they have rules like that sort of are huge to implement, that are sort of rules that I would teach you regardless if you were doing a funded or an eval account or something. These are rules that will keep you in line in trading, and that's really great. Hey, good morning, Amity. Good morning, I see you just popped in. Good morning, good morning. Barbie, Brandon, what's going on, guys? DD, I hope you're doing well. DD, were you able to figure out the gold situation, the gold futures on TradingView, Thinkorswim? Was it GC, the /?
Morning, Kevin.
What's up, Brandon?
Not much. I jumped in the short on ES.
Oh, yeah? I'd be careful with ES shorts. We do see, if we're looking more closely, right, we see that the NASDAQ, the momentum to the downside is a lot stronger. ES keeps trying to find this wall of buyers. It keeps trying to hold on the ES. Although, yes, there is definitely selling pressure. So that means there's, of course, the chance that we break this, right? We break this and maybe make a strong dash to the downside with NASDAQ momentum too. Or we hold it, right? So right now it's sort of a 50-50. I would definitely be a bit careful.
Yeah, I'm not too comfortable with it, to be completely honest with you, but I am in profit, so I'm trying to keep my stops tight and just kind of see what happens here.
All right, man. Sounds good, sounds good. Marziti, how about you, homie? Anything? And, oh yeah, Didi, let me know too about the futures. And don't forget, guys, if you want to talk on Discord, what you gotta do is you go into your settings on Discord. What am I doing? You go into the Discord settings, and you just, you go into audio. Let me pull it up on another screen, make sure nothing sensitive comes up. No, we're good. You go in settings, you go to voice and video, and then you go to push to talk. And then when you click push to talk, a little box will pop up, and it asks you to enable a key. You could use like, I don't know, what do you guys use? Maybe Alt or Control or something like that? Or I wouldn't do Escape because that might like get you off of a chart or something. But maybe Alt to
Backspace.
talk. Backspace, that's an idea. Shift, maybe hold Shift. Tab, no, not, I wouldn't do Tab. But that's how you could talk Bullish Bears in the community. Always feel free to chat. Love hearing from you guys. Damn, Gold said never mind. And that's okay with me. I got my piece of the pie. Let's see, I'm looking at crude now, 1 hour demand zone. So we'd probably look to see if we could come out of it. The 15 was pretty strong to the downside. We haven't really created any supply zones. Maybe on the 3 hour if we want to continue, but that would call for some momentum. If we look at the daily time frame on crude, on oil, we are pretty strong to the downside. This level right here is a key level. This major pivot right here, this is a major pivot because if we zoomed in to say even just the 4 hour, we would see that this pivot was a major low of this trend. Right now, if we zoom into something like the 15-minute, we could see even more clearly this low. We were basing down there and then we rejected and had a strong impulse move. So the question is, do we want to hold the zone that we had that impulse move and push back higher, or do we want to sweep this low in reverse? The hem chat NQ3 bar reversal 5-minute. Yo, hem chat, so sorry I missed your your little chat there for a second. I do apologize. Talking over the community over here at Bullish Bears. Marzidi, how about you, man? You take any trades today? Marzidi. Oh, boo. You can't be on the phone. You're supposed to be streaming in here. No, I'm just kidding. Fine. Time is it? Let's see. Time check. 10:20. If I didn't keep streams going to like 11, guys, I would call it a day. I would have been calling it a day a little while ago off of those gold trades. But I wanted to be patient. I wanted to see if NASDAQ or ES would give us anything. It's not. Gotta remember to use VIX too. We're below previous day low. We're just in a trend higher. We're just in a trend higher. The market's going higher. That's where we are right now. Don't fight the trend.
Hey Kevin, just curious, what time did you jump on gold?
Gold, I got in gold this morning when I was doing the pre-market prep around like between 8:30 and 9. So I got in this candle right here at 8:40. I got in down here. I'll show you with the tool. I got in one contract here. Once I saw we were pushing higher, with strength, I got in another contract here. I got out of the first contract with momentum there. The second contract, I really did want to try to hold it to the supply zone, but once we started stalling out at this price level over here, I ended up getting out of that second contract to somewhere around over here. And that was around, like I said, that was around like 8:30, 8:40. And I mentioned earlier, I don't know if you're just joining recently, but I mentioned earlier that gold, unlike, ES and NQ, it doesn't really need that New York Stock Exchange market open volume to have moves on gold, to have moves on crude. Does it help? Absolutely. I'm sure it does in a sense. However, we don't need it, right? We could probably see a lot better moves earlier around 8:30 on crude and gold than we'll see a move on 8:30 on ES and NQ. And I'm not referring to news days. I'm never referring to news days. I'm talking about in general.
Gotcha. What do you do pre-market every day?
Yeah, I'm starting to do that. I just started that like this week. So I'm going to do pre-market prep from 8:30 to 9. I do apologize to Marzidi. I know he also started his pre-market prep 8:30 to 9. I don't want to step on his toes. It's unfortunately the best time slot available. And not available again, Marzidi. I do apologize. Don't want to be stepping on anybody's shoes. But it will be on Zoom, sort of like how Signet runs it. And I'll like this past week I've been dropping it in here. Join me in pre-market prep this morning here on Zoom. He did his too. But But yeah, that's gonna be on Zoom. I'm gonna send the links here. I gotta figure out how to turn the passcode off. I'll probably keep the passcode on, because it's something that non-Bullish Bears members would have to pay for if they wanted to sign up for that. I gotta figure out how to set it up as a subscription.
Nice. I don't think you're stepping on anybody's toes. I think everybody's has different trading styles, and it's good to have a variety.
That's true, that's true. But it's, you know what it is? It's not so much stepping on the toes, like saying, oh, you're wrong. It's more of like, he's doing it at that time too, and I'm doing it at that time. So if somebody wanted to maybe get both of our opinions, you sort of can't. You're sort of forced to choose, and I hate doing that. I'm trying to think. Hey, what if... No, because I was going to say if Marzitti wanted to do 8:15 to 8:45, and then I would do 8:45 to 9:15. That might work out a bit better. But then I gotta go into my website and go change everything. I'm just kidding. But that might be the play. I'll think about that. I'll speak to Marzitti about that, because then we could both do it, and it's not pushing him too early. It's not pushing me too close to market open. That might be the move. Finally, equity's looking like they're ready to pull back, guys. VIX is still below previous day low, though. I'd be so careful on any type of shorts. Obviously, guys, we did end up holding this level over here on ES around 60.0850. I still can't believe ES is above 6,000. That's insane. That is insane.
Yeah, where's the top for ES?
Where's the top? Yo, let me show you the top. I got you. It's right. It's gonna be right up here. It's gonna be right up here somewhere. Probably somewhere around NASDAQ level. There will never be a top. There will also never be a bottom, so be careful.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But looking at this trend, right? Looking at this daily time frame, as long as we remain above that previous day high, only positions we should be looking for are probably going to be longs or calls. I'd like to see if crude could come out of that demand zone. Could take a look at the 30-minute. But the 30-minute, unless it spikes up for the last 4 minutes right now and closes like realistically like right up there, I don't think it's going to do that. It could. I don't think it's going to. Gold. Questionable comeback on gold. I'd still be careful with gold, though. I wouldn't take it anymore. Hey, do you guys want a webinar or anything this weekend? Maybe like a TradingView webinar. I'll do like a quick run through like how I use the TradingView platform. I'll go over like different tools, like so you see how this rectangle doesn't extend, and then this one it does. So I could sort of switch back and forth. What else? What else? Go over, I have like we have my buy side liquidity, sell side liquidity. I go over, I keep a little period in front of it so it goes to the top, because if I didn't have that, then my buy side liquidity would be up here and my sell side liquidity would be somewhere with the S's down here. So you put a little dot in front of it so it prioritizes them on that little run right there. That would be great on Kevin on. Yeah, okay, cool. So we could do that. Are you guys interested? If I get a few of you guys to drop a yes or something in the chat, in YouTube and in Discord, definitely let me know and I'll do that for you guys. If not, then I'll probably maybe throw a video together. Regardless, it'll be recorded. Victoria's down for it. Alright, alright. You guys let me know in the main chat. Yes or no on the webinar. Mavic says yes. Okay, okay. And let me know what time too. 6 p.m. Eastern or 8 p.m.? Do we want something a little later, something a little earlier? Yep, Crude's not giving us that close. Alright, let's see. Anything? Like I said, that weighted index looks good to go. You know what it is, guys? I'm being patient for the 30-minute to close right here on gold and probably like ES and NQ2. Yo, I got you, guys. Back to I was mentioning earlier, I was in that Microsoft swing trade. It is on a Benzinga account. It's on their like they're doing a contest account. It's a paper account. But going forward, at some point, I probably will get back into options, just swing trading, and for Bullish Bears members, and I guess for anybody subscribed to the TradingPioneers.net list too. I'll give call. I hate calling them call outs because they're not call outs. I'll let you guys know when I enter a swing position and why. I'll let you guys know trading Bullish Bears wise. I'll let you guys know in the watch list tab. I would be patient for the hourly to close on crude because we're in demand now. I wouldn't look for shorts now because we're in demand. I wouldn't look for longs either because longs have not shown themselves to be proven to hold yet. Take a look at crude, gold I should say. Get rid of some of these older zones that broke. We created a new fair value gap on the 5 right here. Ideally, you guys know I'd rather see a 5 and 15 line up. If we don't have that, I'm not too convinced on it. Alright. I like that we're starting to base on crude down here. If you were looking for longs, I'd look for him over here. Stop loss probably somewhere over here. But that's not me. I don't want to try to predict the market. I'd much rather be patient, get some type of confirmation, show me it's reversing and retest, and I'll get another retest. Gold looks good. Remember, we were looking for gold to continue on the 6-hour time frame, which still doesn't close for an hour and a half. Which is beyond plenty of time for it to continue back higher. No, Microsoft, don't go below 425. That's not right. They're supposed to be at like 430 already. Buying pressure coming in on NASDAQ, yes. I said I wanted to close above this level originally. I wonder if that play would work out. At this point, though, I would not consider that trade. But I wonder if it would work out. That's how that setup would be. Da, 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 da. Oh man, I don't know why I'm so tired today. So on Bookmap on gold, we have a pretty strong iceberg order for seller right here. So let's see if that seller wants to hold it or if we do want to continue back to the upside. Last time we were up here, it did work as a bit of a sell wall. We did get some positive delta coming in these last few candles. It wasn't as strong as this negative delta, but remember, this negative delta down here, around 1009, 1010, that could have been the people who are trapped in these shorts because we're reversing back higher. So definitely a key level where we're at right now. I like this. Look at this big buying, aggressive buying up here, guys. Definitely like gold to continue back higher. If we look at gold's previous day high and low, we're close. Oh, I didn't realize. Wait, where'd previous day high go? Oh yeah, it's up there. What is it covered with? Everything. Buy side liquidity. Interesting. I'm thinking we go for that previous day high on gold. Oh, I want to get edge full going. They never, yo, Marzity, they never got to me. We still didn't get the close above, so I'm not taking anything on gold. I'm still not, the reason I probably wouldn't take anything either is because I'm at that daily quote already, right? So we're just being patient, looking for a breakout here on gold. Would love to see it pop and continue higher. Potential trade setup for you guys if anybody's looking for some more trades, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna be patient and see. Bump. I was thinking maybe they could just buy the pen and not book anything, but you create simulations on it. So I can probably make a repeating live. Oh, Marzity, did we want to? I don't know. I was gonna say, do we want to change it where it's like you're 8:15 to 8:45 and I'm 8:45 to 9:15? Because I'm gonna start once I get the ball a bit rolling more on the website. I'm probably gonna just hard lock the time. But I know he's on the phone. Oh, maybe he's not even in here anymore. Hard locking the time. I'm still liking gold there. Would definitely want to see that breakout. Hey, if anybody knows, I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. We'll figure it out. Alright, guys, let's see. Oh, yeah. Don't forget, guys, the webinar this weekend. Whoop, whoop. 6 p.m. or 8 p.m. I think somebody told me earlier. Central. All right, let's see. Yo, KT, how's it going, man? How's it going? Did you end up doing, I know you've been busy the past few days. Did you end up doing any of that supply and demand trading? The plotting, I should say? Oh, but I see you're on mobile too. You might be busy, man. We'll talk soon. If you could hear me, message me later. I'll message you in a little bit. That way we could regroup. What time is it 11 yet? 10:40. Oh man, the market's dragging its feet today. That's funny. Unfortunately, did not still working. All right, no worries, man. No worries. Listen, it happens. It happens. You're still getting into it. Work's gonna get in the way a little bit, but no stress. Market ain't going anywhere. Keep remembering, market ain't going anywhere. Yeah, Amity, it will be Saturday. Saturday, 8 p.m. I got you, man. I got you. Let's see. Let me put in my calendar real quick for the webinar Saturday. Oh, you know what I could start doing with the webinars? I could probably host them on my new website too. That's pretty cool. What was I doing? Oh yeah, webinar tomorrow. It's moving this person up, doing webinar tomorrow. Adrian, are you still in here? Are we still on for later? Let's do 8 p.m. No, let's do 6 p.m. on the webinar. Last time I did 8 p.m. I was exhausted. I gotta go to sleep at 8 p.m. I can't be the only early bird. How's gold? How's crude? Crude's still chopping away. I wanted to see that hourly closed on crude. Trading View webinar tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern. We're going to go over some of the basics of Trading View. I'm going to go over how to use the favorite toolbar. That's this toolbar up here. Makes it super easy, so you have all the favorite tools you use, but easily accessible, so you don't have to go into this every time, try to find it, click it, go into it. They're all right here, the ones that you use the most. You go in there, you favorite them and everything. We'll go over maybe. We'll go over most of the tools. We're not going to go over all of them. We're not going to get too wrapped up. I mean, definitely tell you we're not going over this. Guys, you don't get it. It's hitting the fib circle. How does that even work? I'm sure there's a way. There's, of course, a way for everything. Fib spirals. I know fib spirals got some money to it. As crazy as that sounds, because it looks like a seashell. Yeah, I don't know, man. We'll go over the real tools, though. We'll go over stuff we use, stuff we need, different ways to use a rectangle tool, different types of transparencies you should use with it. And we could also go over some supply and demand, right? We could do some charting tomorrow, too, if we wanted. There we go, crude. That's what we wanted to see on crude. If we could get a push out of crude and we do create some type of fair value gap imbalance, I'll look for an entry on crude at that. Because now we took out previous day low. Previous day high is way up there. Even if we just targeted this next pivot, look how great of a trade that could be. So we're going to be patient. that hourly gives us that close, that entry, we're going to be golden, pony boy. Even the 15. If the 15 could please continue, give us an imbalance on the 15, and have the hourly keep going to hourly closes in another 15-minute candle, which is exactly what we need. We need this 15 to close somewhere near this blue level, the top of the blue level, and the next 15 to continue and not fill the gap. We wanted to create a 15-minute imbalance and a 5-minute imbalance lining up at this demand zone area, and we'll take that trade and target that next pivot higher. Look at gold. Gold starting to fold. Okay, gold hit this 5-minute imbalance, fair value gap over here. Trying to hold. Trying to hold on gold. This might be a setup, depending on how the 5 closes. Similar setup to what we've been getting all day. We'd get a basing candle and a few good strong green candles. A basing candle, a few good strong green candles. Are we going to get a basing candle and a few strong green candles, or are we going to close down here? Triangle on NQ is forming a wedge. Alright, cool. Take a look at that real quick. Let me just see where gold closes. Gold is not giving us that setup. Crude is not giving us the 5-minute or 15. And you said a triangle forming on NASDAQ. What time frame you looking at, Jack? This is Jack from YouTube. Went long 177 plus 7 points and 10 points. Went long 177. Okay. Okay, so you just sort of caught it for a little scalp there. Alright, good work, Amity. Good work. Be careful on those small little scalps. Yeah, definitely a chop zone. So remember, you know, as quickly as that ran back for you, remember it could also run against you too. So gotta be extra careful. If you guys want, there's a, I have a push to talk video on YouTube. Actually, Lucian put it together. Push to talk. I'm gonna send that link in Discord for you guys. So anybody who does want to talk and doesn't know how to, you're gonna use this video here. Alright, that right there. How do you push to talk in Discord? Oh yeah, Jack, what time frame did you say you saw that wedge on? Because it's definitely getting tighter. The price action's getting tighter. If we did want to throw some trend lines on there, we could. Be a bit of a be a bit difficult though. When I'm looking for trend lines, which is not too frequently, I really want them to touch exactly. I don't like it when it pokes through and stuff. This one's not too bad. See, like this one goes 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touches, and then it's sort of wikied through it. So it's like you could use trend lines. Again, I'm not a big fan of trend lines. If you're using trend lines with something else, though, like if I was using this trend line and I was using these imbalances, that would tell me, okay, we're trying to break through this trend line, we're failing. This, and we have an imbalance. This is a great area to short. We're going to come back to the bottom of the trend line. And yeah, that could have been a great trade actually, right? So it definitely depends. It depends on what you're using and with what confirmations. Because realistically, every trading setup, every trading strategy does work to a point. What matters is that we're keeping a proper risk management and we're continuously repeating the same process. We're not strategy hopping. We're not trying to trade one way one day, one way the next. We want to continuously be trading the same style and strategy. Crude does not look like it's going to give us that hourly close up there. I wanted it to at least close somewhere above there on the hourly would be great. bum ba-dum bum bum bum. So we got not much going on still, guys. Very choppy market today. Equities finding weakness to the downside, so just very range bound. Remember how strong the market has been the past few days. Remember, guys, if we're seeing chop right now, the whole when in doubt zoom out thing, it's not just a BS trading saying, it's legit. When in doubt zoom out. Okay, well, remember how strong we've been the past few days in the market. So just because we're chopping now, that doesn't mean we're just going to start selling off to the downside. Because look, we chopped here and continued for a while. We chopped over here, we continued for a while. We chopped here, continued. Chopped over here, we continued. So even though, yes, right now, short term, we're very range bound, we're very choppy, long term, higher time frame, we are still in that bull market. We are still pushing higher, making higher highs, making higher lows. And right now on the 30-minute, this is almost a basing candle. If this 30 wants to rally higher, which we only have 10 minutes to do that, so we would really need to push higher for the next 2 5-minute candles. Which is possible. We got 10 minutes left in this hourly candle. DJT stock climbs. Let's take a look at DJT for 2 seconds, because I know somebody in here was in it. Alright, it's trying to make its way back up. I would hold... Oh yeah, that's tough, that's tough. That's tough. The hell notified me saying it's climbing? The Yahoo Finance app notified me. DJT stock climbs after Trump says he will not sell shares. This is their definition of climbing. It just sold off a lot. What percentage is that? Oh my goodness. 38% in 2 days. And it pulled back. Okay, 8%. It was down 40. Came up for a second. 15%. I wouldn't call that, I wouldn't really call that, what'd they say, climbing? I wouldn't call that climbing. You know, if you are down 40%, you then have to make back 80%, right? So, it's going to be a steeper climb up. I would be careful on that. But I would still hold. It's still Trump. And if you don't want to be down with me, you don't want to pick from my apple tree. Alright guys, if you guys got any questions, let me know. It is 10:51. We're going to be wrapping it up shortly. Really curious as to where crude wants to close on the hourly, if it wants to close weak to continue to the downside or not. Something to keep an eye on is this fair value gap to the downside that we created, that we rejected over here, right? So if this doesn't give us a push to a new low of day, there's a better chance that we might push higher. But again, we need that hourly to close somewhere above this 1 hour, this white line. Look at ES, another new high of day. All-time high. New high of day. Is NASDAQ also? Nope, not yet. But I said watch that the last 10 minutes of the day. I've been looking for a rally and continuation. We might get that now on NQ. I almost want to take that with some micros, see if we do want to have momentum because we've been bullish. But we've been chopping. So without confirmation, I'm not taking it. And I have, again, already met the daily goal. Already hit my quota of trades. Staying out of it. I'll just tell you I told you so if it works out. No, I'm just kidding. I hate people like that. There's this one guy on Instagram. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to say names. It's like an inverse fair value gaps is all I gotta say, and you'll know exactly who I'm talking about if you've been on Instagram. And it's just like, it's such an eye roll because he acts like he invented it, and he says he invented it, And it's so frustrating because, like, dude, I didn't invent inverse supplies and demand zones, but I trade them. I wasn't taught them, but I trade them as inverse zones sometimes, and they work quite well. I didn't invent them, not walking around saying I invented it. In the market, guys, we're not inventing anything unless we create some type of indicator or something realistically. Because right now, even ICT concepts, those are just smart money concepts repackaged, rebranded. So nobody's inventing anything, but if they're teaching, if they're helping, great, fantastic. Yo, is it time for lunch yet? Why cough? Yup. Yup. That's hilarious about DJT. I know. I know. You know what? That's a good point. Now that there was news about it, now that DJT might be able to pull back, I wouldn't touch it. I only trade if I'm swing trading something. I'll only swing trade large caps and equities. Futures I only day trade. Crude ain't going anywhere. Gold ain't going anywhere. What was that? Let's check out natural gas. NG, natural gas. Let's see. So guys, the setup I really like lately is the fair value gap, the imbalance, the dual imbalance setup. When I say dual imbalance, I'm referring to when there is a 15-minute that lines up with a 5-minute. When there's a 30-minute that lines up with an hourly. Things like that. Now, we have a 15-minute here. I want to see if it had a 5-minute in it as well. Not really. Not really. This one, there was, you know what it is? This one had a proper imbalance. Now, what I call a proper imbalance would be when we have sort of a gap when price opens from one candle to the next. So we see we did have that gap that helped create this fair value gap, which a fair value gap is just another fancy word for an imbalance. So this would have been that higher probability short setup. Would have looked to target maybe the next pivot low from that high. So let's say we took it. Let's say we took it from the zone. Say we had our stop loss at the top. I'm just curious as to what this trade would have looked like because it's natural gas. I personally haven't traded natural gas before, so it's something that I would like to eventually maybe incorporate into my trading, especially if we're at all-time highs. I think Tesla will go. Tesla, I love where Tesla's at right now. Tesla's beautiful right now. 314? Oh my goodness. Oh man, last night I was telling myself I should probably full port my Benzinga account thing on Tesla call 0 day today because it's probably just gonna keep rallying. Dude, 802 to 817. I'm sorry, 302 to like 318 is an insane run. Those calls would have gone bananas. So missed it. It happens. I'm definitely curious if I wonder if I have an options calculator. Let's go naked call. Because you know what it is, I want to see. No, it's not going to show me a chart of it. Damn it. I would pull up. I have TradingView. TradingView will. Thinkorswim will show you the option and like how it progressed that day. But damn. Because I would have easily full ported that. I think it was like 70k left in buying power. I would have 70k on that. Maybe would have made it an easy 100, 200% on Tesla. Definitely curious on that. Still want to see oil push higher. It's having trouble. Gold chilling. Gold's just chilling right now. Just staying patient, guys. Perfect. It's 11 o'clock. Hallelujah. Alright guys, I do hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Make sure you check out the website tradingpioneers.net. I do appreciate all and any support. And yeah, check it out if you want to set up some coaching sessions, set up some accountability sessions. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you join our Bullish Bears community. Absolutely, Jack, my pleasure. Take care, hit that like button, YouTube, Discord, everybody. I appreciate you all. I love you all. Have a great weekend, and I'm going to see you guys tomorrow for the webinar at 6 p.m. Eastern on TradingView. All right, peace.